Chapter 3: The Art of Questioning for Deeper Insight. Welcome to the heart of our exploration into band direction. In this chapter, we're diving into the invaluable technique of questioning. Have you ever watched a student light up when they grasp a concept they previously struggled with? The power of a well-placed question can spark that very moment of enlightenment. But what does it mean to question effectively? How can you use questions to deepen your students' understanding of music and enhance their performance? Let's delve into this art and discover how to transform your direction style. Consider the last time you were in a meeting or a classroom setting. Wasn't it refreshing when someone thoughtfully prompted a discussion instead of merely delivering a lecture? Questions invite engagement and foster a collaborative learning environment. In a band setting, the right questions can elevate not only individual players, but also the entire ensemble. They encourage critical thinking and reflection, allowing students to connect with the music on a more profound level. And it doesn't just stop there. Questions can lead to self-discovery, helping students identify their strengths and areas for improvement. Now, let's consider what types of questions can be beneficial in a musical context. Open-ended questions are particularly effective. Instead of asking, "Was that the right note?" you might ask, "How did that note contribute to the overall feeling of the piece?" This not only invites a more thoughtful response, but also encourages students to consider the emotional and structural elements of the music they are playing. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion. Each layer reveals more depth and complexity, ultimately leading to a richer understanding of the music. Think about it. Music is not just a series of notes. It conveys emotions, tells stories, and has historical context. By asking students to reflect on these dimensions, you help them develop a deeper appreciation for their craft. Imagine a student responding, "I felt that note created a sense of longing." In that moment, they are not just a player, they are an artist. How incredible would it be to witness each member of your band embrace this mindset? However, as educators, we must remember that not all questions are created equal. Consider the difference between convergent and divergent questioning. Convergent questions have a single correct answer, like, "What is the time signature of this piece?" On the other hand, divergent questions allow for multiple interpretations and personal engagement. For instance, asking, "What emotions does this section evoke for you?" opens the door for a myriad of responses, consequently enriching the group's collective experience. Tailoring your questions to elicit deeper engagement will cultivate a more dynamic learning atmosphere. Another technique to enhance your questioning strategy is wait time. Sounds simple, right? But here's the catch. How often do we rush to fill silence? When you ask a question, resist the urge to jump in immediately after you pose it. Give your students time to think and gather their thoughts before feeling the need to provide an answer. This not only allows them to formulate better responses, but also demonstrates that you value their input. In the hustle and bustle of band practice, it can be all too easy to keep moving. But remember that those few extra seconds can lead to richer insights and stronger connections among your students. Next, engaging students in peer questioning can be a powerful tool as well. Rather than being the sole interrogator, encourage students to turn to one another. Perhaps one student asks another, "What do you think about the tempo changes in this piece?" This not only fosters teamwork, but also helps students articulate their thoughts and insights more clearly. Imagine the synergy that can develop when a student feels empowered to question their peers. How exciting would it be to see your band transform into a hive of inquisitive minds, all eager to learn from one another? You might be wondering, but how do I cultivate this environment of questioning? Start by modeling it yourself. Share your thought process as you listen to a piece or make adjustments during practice. Phrasing your musings as questions can inspire students to think critically and adopt that questioning mindset themselves. For example, when addressing a challenging section, you might say, "What do you think we can do to improve our timing here?" It's all about creating a safe space where every question is a valid one and where each voice is heard. As we conclude this chapter, let's revisit the importance of questioning in the context of musical growth. It's clear that the art of questioning is not just a classroom technique. It is an essential part of nurturing musicianship. By fostering a culture of inquiry, you encourage your students to invest their hearts and minds into their music. So the next time you step into your band room, think about how questions can shape your interactions. What will you ask today? How will you inspire your students to dig deeper and embrace music beyond the page? Your journey as a band director is just beginning, and with every question, you are crafting a richer experience for your students and your ensemble.